What's up, Greg? What's going on?
Hey, man, you know it's all going on. It's Back to the Streets, one of the biggest records in the country right now.
Right, produced by Timbaland, featuring my girl Janae. The collaboration was dope, and it's crazy that you can sit on. I was sitting on a record for about 2 years, and it's coming out at such a perfect time because everybody is talking about sending somebody back to the streets.
And everybody's been inside for so long dealing with COVID. Now we get to go outside a little bit, so now we back to the streets.
Just a little bit. I'm in LA. We're in complete lockdown because nobody has been following the rules, so I'm still inside.
Y'all on punishment.
We on punishment. We in timeout. Exactly.
How did the whole collaboration come up with you doing the record with Tim from the start?
I actually went down for a boot camp. I'm very anal when it comes to cooking. I don't like beat packs. I like meeting with producers. So I went down to Miami to the Hit Factory and was with him for about a week. And that was one of the records that we cut. And what I really loved about it, so I don't care what people be talking about. I sample this, I sample that, whatever. I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life because that's my specialty and I love it. But it's another feeling when you get a record that sounds like you, that feels like you, but it's original. So when he played it, I was like, wow, I've been looking for a West Coast record for a really long time, and he hit it on the nose without a sample. So it just made like my night, my day when I recorded it, because I was like, wow, I feel like I have something special for Saweetie, for the girl from the West Coast. And then putting Janae on it was like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, Janae's so cool too, mad cool. Mm-hmm. Mad cool. Of course, like you said, the record is incredible. It's a real, you make a lot of, most of your records like real, you don't have to put out a whole lot of records because the records you put out are so feel good that they have a real longevity. Like they last for a long time.
Thank you. I think it's really just a West Coast thing. I think when you listen to our music, we're all about just spreading good vibes and having a good time. So I think that's where I get it from.
So you know what that means? The next collaboration, who should be with, right? Who's the guy? Who's the guy version of Saweetie right now? Who's got the feel good records? They haven't put out a lot of records, but the records they've put out have been crazy.
Does it start with an R?
No.
Who?
OT Genesis.
Ah! Yeah, that's my dog. Oh my God. He is so funny. I love when he be hitting his C-Walk. I actually challenged him the other day. I'm waiting for his C-Walk back.
Uh-oh. Y'all did a C-Walk challenge?
Yeah, he got a cold one. So I was practicing and I put my video up. So I'm waiting for him to respond.
I think him and Kevin Hart got the same daddy. They got that same vibe. They acting like. I
hope they see it too.
Now tell me about this whole Icy Girl movement, because this Icy Girl movement, it's something serious. I don't think a lot of people outside of your fan base is really paying attention to. Like, I guess you could kind of say like the dick riders haven't really jumped on it all the way yet, but I can feel them coming.
I definitely feel like, not to get on some super serious inspirational stuff, but for me, like, Icy has always been a mentality. Like when I wrote Icy Girl before the movement even started, I was broke, I was running rooms, and I feel like my mentality, my ambition, my work ethic is what got me here. Like being a boss at heart and making the right move. So for me, like, yes, the ice is cool, but like the real Icy Girl movement is internal, it's mental, and it's about making all the boss moves.
And what's up with the Icy airline? I need the jet for the weekend. I need a jet for the weekend.
I can come pick you up. You gonna be ready? You gonna be on time?
Yes. Well, you know, that's the advantage of flying private. You don't have to be on time.
Now I see airlines. Okay, I can make an exception for you. Okay, I can come pick you up. Who you gonna bring?
I'm coming to see you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. DJ Peanut gonna go crazy on Google trying to find this when I say it. I'm gonna tell you who they say your finest homegirl is.
Who?
Your mama.
I knew you was gonna say that. Oh my goodness, that woman does not age. I'm like, girl, whatever you got, give me some.
Old enough to be your daddy, young enough to Yo, mama.
Oh my goodness. Oh. No, but
Now,
she's a handful. I get a lot of stuff from her. She's a great mom.
talk to me about My Type. That was like 2 after Icy, girl.
Mhm. My type was, I will say, it was an accidental hit. Um, my lead record was emotional. And my type was actually the last record I added on to that project because I was like, I love experimenting and I love people being able to see different sides of me. But what is Slap said? Like, I love to like party, to get ready and party. I need a song that was gonna get me ready for that. But my type was literally, I turned it in like 4 days before the project was turned in. It was like a last minute ad. So
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
mhm,
And then, of course, Tap In, big one.
mhm, mhm. Tap in. It's just crazy, how how my songs lives continue to reinvent, to recreate, especially with like Twitter and TikTok. The kids is just so creative. I'm like, I'm so happy y'all are having fun with these records because as soon as you think that it's about to go away, it come right back.
Yeah, the kid, then the old ladies. The old ladies got that TikTok going stupid crazy.
They did it. Oh my gosh, I think that's what's so special about just the music I make, and it makes me so happy when I see different generations like doing their thing to my song. So um I'm just, those are proud moments for me.
Then, of course, we Back to the Streets. Back to the Streets, the new single is out right now. One of the biggest records in the country, and it's steady climbing, still climbing. Um, like you say, you did it with Tim. It's an original beat with no sample. And in Miami, live at the Hit Factory. What did Uncle Lou say when he heard the song?
He said, "Young lady, um, you surprised me." And I think I surprised a lot of people with that record. My goal is to be a dynamic, innovative, unboxed artist. And I was like, I need a record where I'm able to show a different side of me. And I feel like, I love being aggressive, I love spitting, but um, Back to the Streets is melodic, it's fun, it's a vibe. So I definitely feel like you're able to see a different side of me.
The whole girl movement right now in hip hop is really just amazing. Everything that's going on with the female rappers and the singers also. But like the things that you guys are doing is just really so dope. And like for you being from the Bay, from the West Coast, from the Bay Area, and just the whole movement, because I don't think the Bay Area is really haven't really had a big female since Sugar T. Anybody since
Right?
Sugar T?
I mean, there's dope women like Kamaya, like Kaylani,
Oh yeah, come on, yeah.
yeah, and some more. But I'm just so grateful to be put in a position to shed light on an area that doesn't get enough light. So my goal is to continue to grow and to eventually uplift whoever's back at home doing their thing. Because I was just talking to somebody about this. The like the issue isn't the artist, the issue is the representation. If we had better managers, better representatives out there uplifting the creatives and the rappers and the singers out there, the Bay Area will get a lot more attention. So my goal is to eventually go back and bring up the younger generation.
Yeah, because it's always had a vibe, like you said, but it's always seemed like something was kind of missing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something was kind of missing.
It's management. It's whoever is guiding. We have no guidance out there. So the more I learn about the music game, it's like creativity and talent is not enough. You need the right team around you. So hopefully, like sooner than later, I can go back and just go out there and find some new talent.
How's it for you like working with Louis Burrell? Like, cause I was a young kid getting in the game when Louis Burrell was running around with Uncle Hammer.
Uh-huh. It's amazing. It's a blessing. I feel like he's my guardian angel because I've had previous management and I did my thing back then, but now it feels like everything I'm doing is with purpose. Like my two words for this year is purpose and intention. And I feel like with him, there is no time to be wasted. We check the list off and we go and we hustle and we work hard. And he's just such a great mentor, manager, and I wouldn't have it no other way.
Now I know he's going up the charts, headed for #1 with Back to the Streets. But this Best Friend record you just put out with Doja Cat, That is crazy, but you got to stop telling your best friends they don't need no man. You got to stop that.
What I say that?
It's in the song. That's the last part of the song.
Oh, best friend, you my motherfucking soulmate.
Yeah. You know, there are still some females out here that like men.
I like men too. I'm just saying, like,
That's what I'm saying.
No, I got a man, so why would I tell my fans not to get a man?
Exactly. So we might have to re-edit that and reissue the record, re-put it out before the album comes out. What's the? I know you just put the new single out, and when is the album? Do you have a date for the EP?
I don't have a date for my album, but what I will say it's spring. It's spring, first, second quarter. Hopefully first, latest, second quarter, but it's a lot of songs on there. It's like 15. So if you think we did something now, I can't wait for you to hear the rest.
Wow. Well, you sound you know you're really into your career. You're really into your career, making sure things happen the way you want them to happen, to make sure they're right as far as your art is concerned. It's not like you just a female rapper just waiting on everybody to do everything for you. Like I can tell, like ever since I met you, like really in tune with what's going on with your career. I met you a few times at the award shows, BET, Grammys, and different situations like that. So it's kind of like the way you move is it kind of reminds me of Aaliyah, because I've been in studio sessions with Aaliyah. We went to some schools together, and it's kind of like it's almost kind of like that Aaliyah vibe.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
I mean, you're more rap than singing, so right. That's the difference. But you can, me as a person being really into music and being really into people, I can kind of feel that vibe.
Well, I think that's one of the best compliments I could ever take. I study people, and I've watched a lot of her interviews, and you can tell she was such a businesswoman, a creative, an artist. So thank you for that compliment. My goal is to continue to grow and to bring along my team with me. I feel like my team is so strong right now, and I wouldn't be here without them. So I'm just excited to see what's to come.
Well, congratulations on believing in your team, because a lot of artists, once they start buzzing and getting where they're going, they start thinking it's all about them. And once they get onto that bandwagon, then everything falls apart. Then they come back with the stories about, well, what had happened was, and it really wasn't like that, but it is what it is now.
You know what? I work 14, 16, 18-hour days, and I would not be here or I would not be alive without my team helping me. So they are definitely my legs, my feet, my fingers, and they keep me going. So I wouldn't be here without them.
So all artists that are watching this interview, if you have a chance to watch this interview, you heard it from Saweetie, letting you know how important teamwork is. It's very important. Like, business is a talent. That's my motto. Business is a talent. So you got to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who have your back, who understand every aspect of what you're trying to do, your goals, things you want to achieve, the timeline, the music you're looking for, the people you want to get in contact with, the products you want to get behind, things you want to be involved in. Understanding their whole job as a team is to make sure you're moving forward and you're going to where you're going, and understanding that if you do have some other agendas, that if I work hard on Saweetie, my other things on my agenda are gonna fall into place. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. They jumping right onto their agenda time they meet you. Right. The first, second, third day at work, they going through your Rolodex trying to figure out how they can go see Timberland and get a beat, how they can talk to Uncle Lou about managing them. They don't understand, like, you got to put that time in to be really a part of the team, and everything's going to come to you.
Right. That's the word right there too. That's a great one, because I definitely have came across people who do maneuver that way. But yeah, I think what I just said, what you just said, that's just a whole piece of that was a gem packet right there. So thank you for sharing that as well.
Tell us about the album a little bit. What can we expect? I know you just said, if we like this, if we like Best Friend, if we like Back to the Streets, I can't wait. That's only 2 of the 15, 16.
It's definitely more singing. Oh my gosh. So I love Slick Rick and I love Children's Story. It's not a sample. It's just the way I structured this song. It's called, I don't know if I want to call it Sweetie Story or Icy Story, but I tell a story about a day in my life, and it is so fly, it's sexy, it's witty, it's clever. And I think that's one of my most favorite tracks that I'm excited for. But it's a long track. So I'm telling the story about my day with this dude. And I think that's one of my favorites. But I think this is the first project where I think people will be able to meet me before they meet me in person. Um, when I say Pretty Bitch Music, it stands for Boss, Independent, Tough, CEO, and Hyphy. And for those who don't know what that means having a good time. And I feel like those are the adjectives that drive the album. Um, and I think that men and women will have a couple favorites, if not all of them will be their favorite, because it's just the texture. The texture of this project is just, oh, I just touch on so many moods, and I'm speaking to the girls who want to have fun, to the girls who are about their business, who have heartbreaks, who have bomb relationships. It's just the dynamic of what it is to be a woman. So a human being, because I feel like men can relate to these lyrics as well, but just in a different perspective. So I don't know, I'm excited.
So the album is on the way. Back to the Streets is headed for #1. What's up to the whole Warner family? Everybody in the Bay TL, from the Bay to the A. Before we get out of here, you gotta tell us about the features. Is Quavo on the album? Did Quavo make the cut?
He might. Honestly, I'll tell you this. So we haven't had the time because we're so busy, but I told him this next record, like, cause the last 3 records we did together, the beat was already made. I feel like my best work comes from sitting in the studio with the producers and making the record with them. So I definitely want to sit in the studio with my boo and create something from scratch in the ground up. So if we're able to make that in time, he will be on the album.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. I can hear a Saweetie Cardi B record too. I can hear that.
I can too. That would tear the club up. Okay.
I can hear that.
I think that would be cute. I think that'll be a special moment as well. I can't wait to collaborate with her.
Uh-oh. Album's on the way. We talking Saweetie. We talking the Bay. We talking the A. Anybody in the A you haven't seen in a while?
What you mean, like family or the music industry?
Both, whatever.
Well, my cousin's Zay out there. I have to do a record with him. He told me we sidebarred. We got to get a record in. He was on my first project, but we haven't been able to get in together.
We definitely got to get Zaytoven on the project.
Of course, we got to have him playing the chords. Actually, that just reminded me. I'm sorry, my brain be working 1,000 miles per hour. We do have something in the works, and I don't want to say too much, but it'll definitely touch you in your soul.
Now, I'm probably not supposed to talk about this, but I'm gonna let a little gem out since you mentioned Zaytoven. You brought it up. There is this is a real gem for Atlanta. People like Greg Street got all the gems, but he don't talk about them. Like sometimes, I'm a lot of people that do music are my real friends. So a lot of stuff that I know about, I don't really talk about in the media, in public, or on the radio. But everybody in Atlanta, I'm gonna give you a gem since I have Saweetie on this Zoom call and we're talking about this music. Saweetie has, I think, her uncle. Her uncle, everybody thinks on So Icy, the Gucci's record produced by Zaytoven, is only Lil Will from Dungeon Family singing on the hook. But there's actually another male's voice on the record. I think he's your uncle, right?
Uncle Sig HV, yes.
What's his name?
Sig HV.
Yep.
What's so crazy about Gucci, like, and just the So Icy movement, like, we was hearing them records early, like sometimes before anybody else, because Zay was producing. And I remember, so I grew up with Zay, and then he moved from the Bay Area to Atlanta. A lot of people don't know that he's from the Bay too. But yeah, so when he got his start with Gucci, like, we were just so proud of him because he went from playing the keys in the church to, doing that church in Atlanta. So a name for himself. He works so hard. Him and Gucci had something so special, but that's where I get like the icy girl and all this icy stuff, because I was a little icy girl when, So Icy came out. That was such, oh my gosh. Oh, I love that song. But yeah, so the family is very musical. My uncle, shout out to him, Sig HB, he did a lot of vocals for Gucci Mane. And yeah, Zay is he's trouble with the keys and the beats. So shout out to them.
Super trouble. I got a little idea I'm working on with Zay that I really can't talk about right now. That's my little homie. But I just want to let y'all know about Saweetie's uncle singing on So Icy, because everybody in Atlanta thinks it's only Lil Will. But there is another male voice. I kind of shocked you with that one, huh? You weren't ready for that.
I knew that though, but I think
I know you knew.
It might shock the world though.
Oh yeah, definitely. But good luck. Of course, we're looking for the project. Any other products that you got out that you're working with? You endorsing anything? You have any products that you're putting out?
Oh, I always do. I got IC University, got my online classes on my YouTube for my girls and my boys, because I'm gonna eventually teach at USC, but I'm online right now. Merch at Saweetie.com. Is there anything else, Michelle? Pretty Bitch Music, IC University. Oh, the IC Life. I have my own reality series. It's probably gonna get picked up by TV this year. So, I mean, the team is working. Like I said, I'm not editing. I'm not picking out this and that. I'm not running around, and I wouldn't be here without my team. So the IC team is working. We out here, and I can't wait to show you what we've been working on. So that's what I got to do.
Hashtag IC team. Hashtag IC team.
I know that's right.
Album on the way. Congratulations once again, ATL, the People Station, wvee-fm. You're always welcome. It's always your home in Atlanta. When we're on the West Coast, of course, we get a chance to see you at the award shows and all this stuff. But anytime you got something going on that you want to let the world know, all you gotta do is just hit your boy up and let us know what's going on. Uncle Lou, Wilt Wallace, anybody on the team at Warner, they can page me.
I can page you. Well, before we
page me,
since we're talking about the world, I just want to let everyone know that Greg been supporting me since Icy Girl. So thank you. I know like the world is finally starting to tap in, but you've been supporting me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Oh yeah.
Tell next time we do a Zoom call, tell your mama she got to get on there. We got to see her.
If she is, she'll pop in, she'll say hello.
Saweetie, ATL, it's the People Station, V103.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications from radio.com. While you're at it, why don't you check out some of our other great videos.